Guys, we're back. It's Kate the Angel Medium, and we have another important message today from Archangel Michael. And hello, welcome. If you're new here, excuse me. I have been tripping over my words like a ton today. I always jokingly say that my mind works so much faster than my physical body, and I often have to tell myself to slow down. My husband says I speak in cursive, which he's not wrong. But I'm going to try to slow down a little bit, but the information's coming in very quickly today. So I'm going to do my best to do a little bit of housekeeping. Then I'll jump right into the message from Archangel Michael. Hi, I'm Kate the Angel Medium. If you're new here, I channel Archangel Michael and all the angels of the highest Christed light, including yours. So let's jump right into today's message. So the message that I immediately got when we sat down was this. Okay, that was a crazy face. But don't romanticize your chains. Stop romanticizing your past. I could sit here and talk about how terrible my past was and how it's created the version of myself that I am today. But what would that do for me at the end of the day? It would keep me in the space of dwelling on the past. And when we're so focused on our past, we will always be in a place of pain. If we're so overly focused, though, on our future, we will always be in a place of anxiety. It's the peace that we find in the presence that matters. So that's where we're at today. I want you to start getting so much more strategic because you're intelligent and you're smart and you're capable of being more strategic into thinking before acting or speaking, because you need to be more mindful of your energy and move towards what's truly real. Because the past no longer has presence or power on your moment right here, right now. It cannot control you. It cannot force you to do anything. And even if you have something like PTSD, because your girl do, I've got complex PTSD and PTSD, but it's something that I deal with. It is not who I am. I am a survivor.
Unknown caller.
If you know, you know. My phone likes to interfere whenever I do these channels because I'm speaking real truth, and that really, really bothers the powers that be. Because we're not here to serve you fluff, we're here to serve you truth. And that does not mean not a lot of harmful energies and negative energies don't like that. So here we are. Because they want you to stay in a place of pain, excuse me. I felt so much resistance when I sat down to share this message today, just so you know. But we're saying it anyways, because this is absolutely life changing for a lot of you who've never heard stuff like this before. See, negative energies and harmful energies, they want you to stay in anxiety. They want you to stay in pain because that is what they feed on. And so the more you question things and the more you are insecure and the more you don't take your spiritual journey seriously, you will always be riddled with harmful negative energies that are not in alignment with you and do not serve your highest purpose. It's when you take your power back and you no longer allow these harmful energies to control you or control your behavior, because they will be in your head. They will pick at your insecurities. They will make you doubt yourself. But you have to have your faith in God and your angels be so much bigger than that. See, right now, you are chained to illusions, toxic ties, or bad habits because it's comfortable, because it's the devil that you know. Trust me, I'm just as guilty. I'm navigating this energy as well. I'm having to be so honest with myself and trust my intuition and trust my angels and remove the bad habits and remove the people, remove myself from rooms that I'm not meant to be in either right now. I'm speaking from experience, but I'm also speaking from divine intervention. See, on the surface, for all of us, because we've all gotten so good at kind of curating this perfect life, but underneath is fragile vulnerability. We're vulnerable to our past. We're vulnerable to the insecurities. And that is where harmful negative energies will attack. And so that's why it's so much more important for you to install or instill healthy tools, coping mechanisms to deal with these attacks. Because they're not actually that powerful if all they can do is give you a little bit of anxiety and a flashback. And that's where you have to make the understanding. It's not that powerful if it just gives you a headache, really. What's happening right now is truth is being revealed. There are so many people in the collective whose masks are being torn off their faces. There's people in your life that are being removed. A ton of people are breaking up from relationships or are walking away from jobs right now because that's collectively where everybody is. You are not alone. We are all dealing with major, major life changing shifts right now. But through crisis is an opportunity for alignment if you choose to take it. So, how do you do that? You stop romanticizing the struggle and you start to romanticize your comeback strategically. What do they always say? Plan for success and you will be successful. I had a client today and we sat down and I said, they kept showing me like a maze. She was in a maze. And I feel like this actually might resonate for a lot of you, where everything she did was reactionary to the maze. Oh, I'll go this way and see where this leads me, and then I'll go this way and see where this leads me. When all she had to do was take a step back and come above the maze and see exactly where the finish line was and what direction to go in. Y'all are looking at everything like this and wondering why it's not working out. It's because you don't have a plan. You're in a maze and you're reacting to the environment around you as opposed to making the conscious decision of what you want and moving forward. It's like planning a road trip. Do you remember back in the day how much effort used to have to go into planning a road trip? Pulling out the maps or going on and printing out the directions? I'm dating myself, but I'm making a point. Now it's so much easier. We can jump in our car and open up Waze. But we still have to go in Waze and figure out what time we have to leave. We have to see how long it's going to take to get there. We have to pack our snacks or make sure we have gas money, find hotel accommodations if we need that. See, we're on a journey of life and it's a road trip. And if you don't plan, you're going to fall victim to certain things that are going to throw you off track. What happens if you don't have a spare tire in your car and you get a flat? Do you have AAA? Are you ready for that? See, those who prepare will find the success. One of the most powerful things that I've taught very early on in my career was having the most powerful rebound game. Think about basketball, right? They go up and they shoot a layup and the ball comes back. You have to be ready to go up there and get that ball. What is your rebound game? What do you do for yourself to make sure that you hit the ground running? And that rebound game might be like, hey, I know that I'm going through a breakup right now. Do I make sure that I have stocked freezer of ice cream so at the end of the night I have my ice cream so I can move through these emotions and cry it out in a tub of rocky road? That's rebound game. That's saying I'm giving myself a week to have the saddies before I get back to the gym and be a baddie. Because I'm going to run into that burning building and I'm going to process those emotions. What plan do you have? You know you're having a really rough week ahead of you at work. Work's going to be crazy busy. Are you pulling up crock pot recipes so that inevitably when it becomes a late night at work and you fall off the plan, do you have a backup? You have to have an impenetrable rebound game for when life gets tough. And that's what I'm talking about. Romanticize the comeback. And that's all part of it. We fall apart so we can fall into something better. So we can rebuild something so much more sustainable with a stronger foundation because clearly something broke because it needed to break. And things are breaking right now. But that's okay because at the end of the day, everything does happen for you, even when it feels like it doesn't. There have been things in my situation or situations in my life where I have begged God, begged my angels to fix and I didn't get it. I used to pray that my ex-husband would stop being an alcoholic and stop being abusive, but that wasn't going to happen. I wasn't going to get that because even when you took that away, it still wasn't a healthy, sustainable relationship for me. We were not compatible outside of the abuse. So no matter what I did and how much I prayed, because it wasn't for me, I wasn't going to get it. But aren't I glad I didn't? Because now I'm married to the love of my life and I get to pursue my dreams and share my gifts with you beautiful souls and build a wildly successful business doing it, being paid for my gifts as I should be and as you should be. So romanticize your comeback. Stop romanticizing your past. Stop romanticizing the chains that hold you to the version of yourself that is no longer you. And romanticize your comeback and how great it's going to be when you get to show people who you really are. You know what? Romanticizing your comeback really is the game changer, guys. It's the same as falling in love with the journey. It's the same as romanticizing your life and making it just so much more special and real. Getting so obsessed with the journey that you want to do nothing but that. But the only way to do that is to stop obsessing and romanticizing over the pain. When you focus on your problems, you will have more problems. That's my kid. He is obsessed with me. I love him. He's like, Mama, what time are you picking me up today? But when you focus on the solution, you find solutions. Where we put our energy is what grows. So focus on your comeback and focus on solutions, and your success will be inevitable. Now, if you're healing from narcissistic abuse, I have an incredibly powerful activation and course from that I channeled with Archangel Michael in the description box. Or if you're learning to learn how to call your angels in and getting immediate reaction, I have an incredible course in there. Talk to your angels now. I love you guys so much. And if you want to work one-on-one with me, find the links in my description. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. But as you can see, my kid's ready to get picked up from school. I love you guys. Have an incredible day, and I will see you tomorrow.